Okay, here we are looking at practice on stem and leaf histograms and box plots. There we go. Here is our data that we're going to be using, and I'm going to take that data and start by making a stem and leaf plot. So we're going to have 27, 38, 42, and 49, and another 49. Then we have 50, 56, and 57, 60, 70, 71, and 78, 80, 81, 82, 88, and 89. Stem and leaf plot is done. And as we move on to our histogram, you can use our stem and leaf plot data to create that, as long as we were careful and made sure we had all of our data in our data set counted for in our stem and leaf plot. We have one number up here in the 20s. We have one number here. So that looks like we're off to a good start. That means I would put one rectangle in here to represent that one piece of data that I have up above that is in the 27s. That's in the 20s. Then I have the number 38 that's in the 30 to 40. And 42, I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of data. So I've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of data. 4 would be in the 40s. In the 50s, I also have 3 pieces of data. 50 goes in the piece of data for 50 goes in the bin to the right, because each of these bins is up till we get to the label, and then if it's on the label, it goes into the next bin. So 50s, we have 3 pieces of data. 60, we only have 1 in that bin. 70, we have 3. 1, 2, 3. And for 80, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there we go. Now, to make it easier for us to do our box plot, what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the data down below here in order. So I've got 27, 38, all right. Now I've got all my data down there, so it'll be a little bit easier for us as we make our box plot. So to start our box plot, we need to identify the minimum and the maximum. So the minimum on my box plot is going to go right about here. It's minimum, and that's 27. My maximum is 89. So I look on the number line below and see where would that fit, and that would fit right about here. Max, and that's 89. To find my range, I can subtract those two numbers. 89, subtract 27, and I get 62. So that's my range. Now I need to find my median. And to find my median, in past days when I've been working on finding the median, I've been using a yellow highlighter to help me so I don't mess up my data, make it hard to see. And I'm counting in from each side to find my median. And my median is 60. That's a pretty lucky number. It's also on one of our labeled ticks down at the bottom here. So we're going to make a mark right about there, and we're going to put median, and I'm going to write the number 60 right above that. And I'm also going to go over here and write 60. And then we need to find our quartiles. So to find our quartiles, we are going to count in. And we have the number 49 down here for our first quartile. So I'm going to put number 1 down there and then just get after this one. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So our median is right in between 80 and 81. So that gives me 80 and a half. Put it right about there. And that's our Q3. And this one is Q1, quartile 1 or first quartile, and that is 49. And then if you remember, we connected the quartiles. We make our whiskers, and that's good to go for right now. Then we need to take a moment and get our calculator out because we need to find the mean. So I'm going to put my calculator right here and see if we can set this up so you can see my calculator more than you can see anything else. There we go. All right, let's get this turned on and clear it out. And the numbers that we need to add are 27 plus 38 plus 42 . All right, so I got 1,067. So if I add all these up, 1,067. So that's my total of my data, but now I need to do 1,067 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pieces of data. We could do this the old-fashioned way, or we can just, not sure what happened there. Let's go 1,067 divided by 17. And so our mean is about, and that's what that squiggly line means, 62 and 8/10. And the reason I rounded it to 62 and 8/10 is because the number I got in my calculator is 62, and then it keeps going. So there you have it. Another effort at making a box plot, a histogram, and a stem and leaf. Now it's your turn.